Hey guys, what's going on? DaleyGaming here. Today I have a more special video for you guys. I'm going to be going over my personal top 10 favorite Men of War Assault Squad 2 mods. So this is only mods for Men of War Assault Squad 2, not Men of War Assault Squad, not Men of War whatever, Red Tide, Men of War regular, whatever. Um, Only Assault Squad 2, which of course mods are pretty much what saved Men of War the series, I think. Without mods, the user base would just be a lot smaller. They'd still have one, I'm sure, but um, it wouldn't be nearly as big as it was now. So I think they really owe a huge debt to any mod that has been created for their game. Um, Now the mods I'm going to be going over are either overhauls or mods with many new like missions or features in them. No like little like oh it's a blood and gore mod, something like that. It's gotta really bring something to the table. So, starting off at number 10, we have Born in the Fire America mod. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the first two mods that I put in here are actually discontinued. They're no longer in production. Um, Born in the Fire America mod, I believe, used textures from, I think it was like Empire Total War or Napoleon Total War, something like that. So it got copyright claimed. However, still, easily one of my favorite mods of all time. Um, it was just so much fun. Um, it had the American Civil War, it had the War of 1812, it had the Revolutionary War in it, and it was really good mod for just making some beautiful cinematics. And some really epic battles of another era. This was really the first mod to, go back in time. Pretty far back to like 17th, 18th century. Not a lot of mods do that in Men of War, and I think that's something that's really great for Born in the Fire America mod. However, it is sadly discontinued, but I do believe you can find some versions of it on the internet. You just have to really dig for it. Then you can just update it to your latest Men of War patch. So now, moving on to number 9, we have the Halo mod. This, of course, was also discontinued for obvious reasons. It's basically took a lot of Halo textures and put it into Men of War. Still, it was a lot of fun to be able to play some Halo through the GEM editor, and it was really cool. One problem with the Halo mod was that the vehicles could not be destroyed, so that was a huge problem with it. It also wasn't nearly as complete as I would have liked it to be. There was a lot of potential there, but it got shut down, which is pretty sad. But I think you can still find. I lost my version a long time ago. That's why I don't upload of it anymore. But I think some people still have the mod file. Um, but I don't expect to see much of that on anyone's YouTube channel for a long time, unless somehow they release another version. Alright, so moving on to number 8, we have the Planetside 2 mod. This is a newer mod that I've discovered. Um, I don't know how old it is actually, I only just recently discovered it for myself. Um, but it is a great mod. Beautiful cinematics in this mod. A lot of great vehicles in it, and some really good skins. I wouldn't be surprised if this one also got copyright claimed, because I think they might have just ripped the exact skins off of um, the Planetside 2 game, but it's a really great mod. A whole lot of fun. They have some great maps. There's Fort Alpha, which is this massive fort battle. I have some videos of it. They have some other great forts, and really just brings a great mod to Men of War Assault Squad 2. Alright, so moving on to number 7, we have the Sir Hinkles mod. Now this mod, Sir Hinkle I'm pretty sure stopped doing Men of War stuff, but this is of course a classic mod. One of the very first for Men of War Assault Squad 2 to really make it big. It added just tons of missions. Most notably probably would be his D-Day missions. He also had a lot of great defense missions, some really great just all around, he did a lot of good work. He also had the GSM Sir Hinkles mod, which incorporated GSM um, into his missions. Uh, like not enough can be said about how awesome Sir Hinkles mods was. The only reason it's all the way down at number 7 is because since then, I believe there have been some better mods. I also think that uh, it if he had kept on uploading and uploading more stuff, because it seems that he has stopped, it probably would have made it higher. But other than that, it's a great mod. Don't knock it. Give it a shot. All right, moving on to number 6, we have another new mod, the Heroes of the Napoleonic Wars mod. This is very new. Released by Danny, and I believe Pershing had some things to do with it. Not entirely sure about that, but really good mod. It takes place in the Napoleonic Wars, of course, but they said they were thinking about expanding into like some other civil wars and stuff like that of around the same time period. Maybe getting the American Civil War in there too, which is much later, but you know, really great mod. It's a lot of fun to do. It's kind of slow paced, but I mean, you kind of have to come to expect that when you're playing um, such an older era. I mean, things were slower back then. It's very true to the era. Um, the muskets are highly inaccurate, but at the same time, it still manages to make for some beautiful cinematics. I have to give this one a better rating than Born in the Fire America mod. Even though Born in the Fire America mod had more assets than Heroes of the Napoleonic Wars mod has now, it still didn't have the same performance as the Heroes of the Napoleonic Wars mod. Born in the Fire was prone to a lot of lagging. I found it was a heavy duty mod, and uh, it it would crap out your computer pretty fast. But here's the Napoleonic Wars mod, very smooth, just a great mod all around. Can't say anything bad about it. I can't wait for them to incorporate some bayonet charges. They're going to be incorporating a lot more textures, because right now it is on the light side of textures. They don't have a ton, but they're coming out with more, so stay tuned with that. All right, so moving on to number 5, we have the Valor mod. You guys have probably seen a lot of missions of me playing the Valor mod. Did some on my own, did a lot with Sherman. It's a really great mod. It incorporates more factions such as France, Greece, Italy into the game, and a bunch more than that, I'm pretty sure, as well. But it is a lot of fun. Adding those new factions just adds a whole new thing to Men of War. Whole new aspect to it. Also, the single player missions on that are just top notch. I would almost argue they're better than Sir Hinkles. Most of them are defense missions, if not all of them. Which, of course, I love a good defense mission, and it they're really hardcore. They're pretty tough. The French mission is especially hard. French defense mission, but I could not recommend that like any more than I have. Like, it's just so good. Just check it out. Now, going on to number 4, we have the Modern Warfare mod. I've never done a video of this mod, but I have seen a lot of footage of it. I've used it myself personally, and it is a great mod. It basically just takes the Modern Warfare games and turns them into Men of War. The footage you'll be seeing is of the Gals 14 playing some of the mods, since I don't have any of my own personal footage of it. But really great mod. It's a lot of fun. It's a good time. People seem to find it to be really popular. It sort of emerged randomly, I felt like, and yeah, you see a lot of it on Diplex Heated's channel, stuff like that. Um, but moving on to number 3, we have an even more advanced version of Modern Warfare, which is the Red Rising mod. I'm sure a lot of you guys were expecting this to be in the top 3. It's so good. It's a complete overhaul of the game, adding in pretty much almost any major country you could think of into, and then some non-major countries into the game for modern times. It's beautiful. They have some great textures. Recently, it started getting even more polished and finished before it would lag out, or there'd be some glitches in it, or broken skins, stuff like that. But it seems like every skin you call in these days seems to be pretty solid. Really great mod. Uh, a lot of other sub mods for it, actually. There's the past versus present mod. You can use it with some other mods, which just adds to it. The past versus present, you fight against World War II people but you're playing as the modern nations. So, really great mod. Highly recommend it. But it will fill up the gigabytes on your computer fast. So, remember to delete the older versions of the mod so you can load up Men of War faster and save yourself some disk space. Alright, moving on to number 2. We have the Robs mod. Now, I was so close to making this number 1, but I had to save number 1 for something else, which I'm sure many of you could guess by now. But Rob's mod, oh my god, just it's hardcore. It's such an addition to Men of War. It adds way better textures, way better skins. It's it's a complete overhaul of the game into something way better. It's what Men of War should really be at this point. I mean, they have not upgraded their engine in forever. I mean, they recently did it with Men of War Origins, but that wasn't even like close to what Rob's had already done with his mod. Highly recommend it. It's really fun for multiplayer. Really good to play some of the single player missions with it as well. It seems that most of the multiplayer games on Men of War are now Rob's mod instead of vanilla. It's crazy. You can create a lobby and almost immediately someone with a Rob's mod will join. Really great game. Highly recommend it. I highly recommend all of these. I mean, I can't say enough. All of these mods are like near and dear to my heart. They're all really good. Um, and I mean, just because Battle Born in the Fire America mod or Halo mod are number 9 and 10 doesn't mean you shouldn't go check them out. Uh, there's a lot of crap mods out there, and these are definitely the cream of the crop. They're great, excellent mods, and that brings us to number 1, which is the Star Wars Galaxy at War mod. This mod is really what made my channel what it is now. I would not have grown nearly at the rate I did without this mod. And it honestly, I think this mod is one of the things that single-handedly saved Men of War Assault Squad 2, right up there with Rob's mod and like Red Rising. But Star Wars Galaxy at War mod brought in so many players. It brought in such a player base because people love Star Wars, and it came out right around when the new movie came out, which I think just buffed it even more. But I got comments on my videos all the time saying, "Oh my God, this mod is awesome! I'm just gonna buy the game just for this." Um, so I think Men of War owes a huge debt to Galaxy at War. We all do because it is an excellent mod. They really did a great job bringing in so many textures, so many of the beloved Star Wars characters we like. Um, so many tanks too. I mean, they have stuff and characters too from the extended universe that I didn't even know about. You can do anything with this mod. It's fantastic. You can do multiplayer, you can do single player missions, you can do editor. Um, the definition of complete overhaul is Galaxy at War because it brings in new aspects everywhere. Um, and the mod creator Juju, one of the best guys ever. Super helpful, and he really he takes heart in what he does, and I think that's admirable. Um, so uh, these are my top 10 mods. Definitely go check them out. Some might be harder to find than others, but most of them you could probably just find on the Steam Workshop. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Remember, these are my personal opinions. Please tell me what's your top 10 mods or top 5 or whatever. Let me know in the description or the comment section. I can only write in the description um, because there are so many great ones out there. I'm sure I missed a couple. Honorable mentions probably would be the Clones of War mod, uh, a mod prior to the Galaxy at War mod. I think it's still going kind of, but it's nowhere near the extent that to which the Galaxy at War mod is. That's a great mod though. Uh, I'm trying to think of. Oh, there's they changed its name, but the skirmish mod. Basically, you create your own skirmish mission. That's a really nice mod. And there's just tons more. There's uh, some defense missions out there that are really good. Just plain old maps. Those are great too. Some of them. There's a Red Orchestra 2 Red Rising mod map pack, which is pretty awesome. So really, there's just explore the workshop. There's so many great things. stuff is still being released today. Here's the Napoleonic Wars mod. Recently came out and just added so much to the game. So, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Comment, rate, and subscribe if you did. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.